it is me, the Faithful Mermaid, and I am back with a video. And my little friend here, I'm kind of keeping him close because I had some new next door neighbors move in like just this past week, and they are currently building a lot of furniture. So there's a lot of pounding and hammering and stuff, and Mickey, my little buddy here, does not like that. And so he's been barking nonstop. So I'll probably be giving him treats and stuff to keep him busy. It is his gotcha day, so I don't feel too bad about giving him treats. So there's that. Anyway, I apologize because last video I posted was a life update, and that's basically what this is. Again, I do want to make more videos. It makes me happy to like share with the world and kind of contribute by sharing my experiences with the world about a lot of things. And I just want to help that one person. That's basically my mission, while also just having a little fun. Anyway, the reason I stopped making videos, I won't go into a lot of detail because it's kind of blah blah blah, who cares, but basically I couldn't figure out how to balance it all the way with a real full-time job, and more on the job later. And also because editing is what gets us. Me and my husband we both have our separate channels, and we have a combined channel as well. So both of us on all of the channels, both his individual channel and my individual channel, they have not had videos in a long time because we just get in the editing slump. We love filming and talking and sharing, but when it comes to the editing, we can't get ourselves to do it sometimes. It's just like a pain. We're trying to figure out editing software as well. But we want to be on YouTube. We want to be sharing with people. Yeah. So we're really trying to make that happen again because it's something we really want to do. Anyway, in the past year, just kind of brief over what's happened, stuff I might talk about coming up in separate videos. The first one is that I got married. I used to live about an hour south of where I currently live, and I moved up here to be with my husband, and we got married. And then, after I'd finished my student teaching, the following fall, I had my preliminary credential, which I might have to explain in like a separate video entirely. So it is a real teaching credential, but it's kind of different because of COVID. Anyway, I have like a preliminary teaching credential. So I got my first real job the past year. I worked out of school and I loved it. I was a long-term sub. I started in first grade for a teacher who was out having a baby. And then they asked me to stay on the rest of the year to fill in everywhere. So it could be in the cafeteria, it could be on the yard duty, it could be a teacher, whatever they needed. My joke was I would not do nurse stuff, scrub the toilets, or be the principal. And that was kind of my joke on that, but it was a fun year and I'll miss it. In the midst of all that time, I did get COVID one time it was April 2021. So that was something that happened. So yeah, that did happen as well. Additionally, I've had, my fair share of mental health struggles. And I am kind of frustrated by the fact that, like, I feel everyone kind of claims mental health struggles. I mean, you can have bad days and good days, but I feel like everyone declares mental health struggles. So because everyone does that, it doesn't make it sound as legitimate, so people don't take it as seriously. But I have legitimately had mental health struggles here and there. So again, that's another topic for another video. But yes, that has happened too. Another thing that's happened is I had a public wedding. And by the way, I just made a list of things I wanted to mention. I'm not scripted or anything, but I am referring to my list to remind myself what I want to say. Anyway, I did have a public wedding, and so that was huge, and it took a lot of time, and it was very stressful, but it was also very awesome, and we had a great night, a great day, and it was very memorable, but at the same time, we're glad we don't have to do it again. But yes, and kind of ironically, my older brother is getting married now, and I'm happy that I will be attending someone else's wedding instead of planning my own. So there's that happened, and we did go on a little honeymoon to Disneyland, Grand Canyon, and Las Vegas. So that was a whole nother week. Craziness. And in the midst of all that, we actually switched churches. We were attending a Spanish-speaking church, and we decided it wasn't the place for us in this point in our lives. So we switched to a different church that's English-speaking. It wasn't because of the language, which I'm sure that's most people assume, but there were just other reasons it wasn't the right church for us at this moment. So that was a big change as well, and we're still kind of going through that change as we plug into our new church. So there's that. And then that brings me to the main thing I was going to mention is weight gain. I have gained quite a bit of weight, and there are not just one factor, there are multiple factors. And so basically, I moved up here. I left my environment that I lived in for 25 years at my parents' house. In our ways, so that helps. COVID happened. I ran a lot of 5Ks before COVID, and it was a big change when there weren't those, because those were my motivating factor. I loved running to train for the next 5K, and that was taken away during COVID. Again, apologies about the dog. He is not liking the noises next door. But I didn't know when else to film because I don't know how long those people are going to be building furniture. It could be a week. I don't know. But yes, I gained a lot of weight, and I think just being in my parents' house, I felt like they were monitoring what I was eating in a weird way. Like if I went to the kitchen, hypothetically, if I went to the kitchen and grabbed a pint of ice cream or something, they'd be saying that. But here I'm alone for parts of the day, so there's no one monitoring what I'm eating, and just living on my own, making my own choices for the most part, because when I did live there, I just ate what they were eating for dinner, so it wasn't on me. And my favorite foods are mac and cheese and noodles, basically, unfortunately. And so that's very hard to not just allow myself to have my favorite foods. So there's that. And you know what? I'm not okay with the fact that I gained weight, all this weight. And so that is Mickey. There's your treat. And that is basically a big thing I think I'm gonna be speaking about on this channel, because by posting it publicly, I'll feel like I am being monitored. Someone's watching me and waiting to see my improvement. So that's why I'm posting this publicly. No other reason. Probably share a little bit of my journey on here and things that I do to improve this situation and try to get back to where I was. But so yes, that's my big issue right now. And I'm trying to be in a very positive light right now. I'm trying to think of myself as in a self-care kind of way. So instead of giving up, I'm trying to like care for myself. But like if I want to buy like a face mask, not the kind to get away from COVID, but you know, the kind you put on your face, make your skin nice, I'll do that. Anything other than trying to make myself feel better with food. So that's kind of my journey, and stay tuned for more on that because that's kind of my big thing right now. And it's the present and that's what it is. And I don't like it and I can do something about it. I know I can. But it's hard, but possible. So, continue watching and we'll see more on that. Additionally, I know I've done this a bunch of times. I will be changing my channel name. I don't know what to. I feel like I've kind of outgrown whatever it is right now, the Faithful Mermaid. Although I do still love mermaids. I don't know if it will have mermaid in the title. I really don't know yet. I might just use my name. And that'll be what it is. So that's that. Thank you for watching. And seriously, I will make some content, like real content, very soon. Thank you for joining me.